So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about 4 interesting PlayStation 5 stories, and if you could hit that like button on the video, thank you to those that do it, and as always, it's very much appreciated. Now, the stories I wanted to dive into today include Sony confirming huge news. PlayStation VR 2 is a big leap forward, the next major PlayStation 5 update release and what's going on there, and PlayStation mobile news. First, yes or no, do you game on your phone or not? Sony's going to be jumping into this arena more heavily in the future, but for right now, I'm curious if you guys play video games on your phone at all. I personally do, as you guys already know. I've mentioned it in the past. I even bought the PlayStation Backbone Edition mobile controller, but that's just me. What about you guys? So comment below, yes or no, if you game on your phone or not. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, PlayStation VR 2 is a big leap in immersion. This is a whole write-up by website Video Game Chronicle, and I'll have it linked in the description below the like button, but I wanted to pull some highlights here and then talk about what the article is afterwards. Reading from Video Game Chronicle, after getting to spend time with PlayStation VR 2 at a hands-on event recently, it's clear the headset is a huge leap from Sony's predecessor released back in 2016. The improvements of this new version make for a far more comfortable and, as a result, more immersive VR experience. We left our hands-on pleased by PlayStation VR 2's comfort and convenience, a huge improvement over its predecessor, but given the high price tag requiring an equally pricey console, although it should be noted, it's still relatively affordable compared to other high-end VR headsets on the market. It does mean that the onus is going to be on Sony's first-party studios to deliver some real VR blockbusters that are going to make the investment not just feel worthwhile, but essential. So there's a lot more in the article, but they essentially go into detail on the controllers, the comfort of the headset, the high visual quality of the screens in the headset. It was all mainly positive stuff, which is great to hear once again from another outlet. As someone who's only used Quest 2 and PlayStation VR 1 in the VR space, I am beyond excited to see what this delivers and the next-gen VR experience I'm about to jump into. It's a huge leap all around, and I'm happy VGC also acknowledge the price being actually affordable compared to other high-end VR headsets. Now, diving into the second story of the video, PlayStation mobile news. So this is a quick one here. Sony is set to launch a new mobile game based on Sackboy called Ultimate Sackboy, which drops next month on February 21st for iOS and Android. It's a runner game, which is interesting to see a new game being made because something like this already existed in the mobile space for Sackboy a while back, called Run Sackboy Run, I think. What's even more interesting is that this isn't actually even published by Sony, but a publisher called Exient. So it looks like this is just a licensed out product by this publisher Exient, not Sony themselves. Sony is working on their own mobile games though with PlayStation Mobile Studios, but for now, will you be playing Ultimate Sackboy when it drops next month or not? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the third story of the video, Sony confirmed a huge lineup. So this was exciting news that Sony just dropped out of nowhere, like they've been doing in recent memory, but they dropped this yesterday out of nowhere in regards to the launch lineup for PlayStation VR 2. They revealed the whole slate of launch window games. These are games dropping on launch day up until the end of March 2023, and they also confirmed big news on Gran Turismo 7. For Gran Turismo 7, they confirmed that the entire game is playable in VR, not just some single mode. The entire game outside of 2 players, which is fine, of course. I'm just happy to hear that I can play through the entire campaign once again in VR. I'm curious how photo mode will work though in VR. I'm interested to see that. Besides GT7, they confirmed 13 new games for launch, including Before Your Eyes, an emotional and award-winning adventure where you control the story and affect its outcomes with your real-life blinks. Kayak VR, paddle through the ice caves in Antarctica, kayak with dolphins in Costa Rica, conquer a thunderstorm in Norway, and discover the canyons of Australia. Pavlov VR, the #1 most popular multiplayer PC VR shooter, is coming to PSVR 2, featuring realistic weapon interactions and attachments and a range of competitive and social game modes. This one I'm very pumped for. Puzzling Places brings relaxing and wholesome 3D jigsaw puzzling to VR, put together hyper-realistic miniatures of beautiful places from around the globe. Song in the Smoke, the ultimate VR survival action adventure, a physical immersive game where where you craft, hunt, and survive in a fantastic, dangerous world. I've heard great things about this one. Synth Riders Remastered, delivering the best version of the game to date, launching alongside the new VR headset. Thumper, become a space beetle on a rhythm action hell ride in Thumper. NFL Pro Era, your chance to be the quarterback, QB1 of your favorite NFL team with NFL Pro Era, the first fully licensed NFL and NFLPA virtual reality game. What the Bat, a whimsical slapstick comedy from the people behind the anti-golfing game What the Golf. Res Infinite, prepare yourself once again for the ultimate version of Res, a thrilling journey of sights, sounds, and shooting action, except this time in PSVR 2 with eye tracking and haptic feedback from the controllers and headset feedback. Tetris Effect Connected, reinventing a classic and delivering a whole new experience, one that you've never seen, heard, or felt before in any other Tetris game. Creed Rise to Glory Championship Edition returns you to the ring, this time with a fresh set of gloves. The Last Clock Winder, a puzzle automation game about making synchronized contraptions out of your own clones. Adding these 13 games, we now have a total of 36 games out by the end of March 2023. This is a solid lineup with multiple hitters on here. Well done to Sony, and this is just until the end of March. We still have the rest of the year. And now diving into the final story of the video, the next major PlayStation 5 update release. So I just wanted to give a quick update here. Not too long ago, Tom Henderson released a report talking about the public beta going out in the coming days and ending on January 30th. I said back then this doesn't make sense because by the time it releases, it'll leave less than 2 weeks for the beta to be tested, which Sony has never done. They usually give you a month plus. That was a whole 8 days ago, and we still have nothing on the public beta. I'm going to assume that piece of information was not correct for him. Even if the beta, say, launches next week, is it just going to last a week and then Sony will just go silent until March? No, that's not how it usually works. Again, if this is similar to the last two beta releases, we should be getting the announcement and beta release in February with the final public launch in March or April. Again, Tom Henderson has it pegged for March for the final release, so we'll go with that. The update is reported to bring Discord integration and PS5 cloud streaming for the final release. PS5 cloud streaming is a significant step towards potential PS3 emulation, and I talked about that already in a previous video. I'll have that linked below, but you guys let me know if you're excited for the next major PlayStation 5 update or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button, as it always helps. To subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is the body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with ready for the next show. You know, at some point soon, Sony's going to have a state of play, possibly that third-party state of play, maybe in March, and I hope they have a first-party state of play as well, because Spider-Man 2, we still have not gotten anything for that. But regardless, I'm excited for their next show. If you are as well, destroy the comment section with ready for the next show, and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.